Hi everyone, I'm back. I wanted to give you the backstory on something that was spoken to the Apostle Paul during his conversion in the desert. Okay? Especially a statement that was supposedly spoken to him by Jesus himself. And that phrase was written in Acts 26 verse 14. It says in Acts 26:14, it is hard for thee to kick against the goads. This was spoken of Paul in the desert, supposedly by Jesus. And it means that resisting a force or guidance that is ultimately for one's own benefit. It originated from the practice of farmers using goads, which were spiked sticks, to guide the oxen. And if the oxen resisted, it would hurt itself more than the farmer. Now, this happened on 35 AD. But this statement that was said to Paul from Jesus in the desert was also spoken of, and in 405 BC it was written by Euripides. Okay, and Euripides is a renowned Greek playwright. He wrote 92 plays, and one in particular called Bacchae. And it was exploring the power of Dionysus, which is the Greek god of wine. Okay, and in the play, it explored the consequences of unchecked passion, desire. Okay? So let's see now how this statement that was spoken by Jesus to Paul was also spoken by a Greek god and a playwright back in 405 BC in a play that was called Bacchae. Let's see what the connection is here. The connection between the story of Paul's conversion and the Greek play Bacchae by Euripides lies in the shared motif of a persecutor of a deity. Dionysus and Bacchae, Jesus in Paul's case, receiving divine intervention and being converted. Specifically the phrase, it's hard for thee to kick against the goads, which was used by Jesus to Paul in Acts 26:14, is a direct quotation from this play, Bacchae. Parallel situations. Do you remember the Holy Spirit told me that the Apostle Paul was a direct parallel experience of Zoroaster, who was a prophet in one of the first religions called Zoroastrianism? In both Bacchae and the Acts narrative, a persecutor encounters a divine figure, Dionysus or Jesus, okay, and is confronted with their actions. A shared phrase, right? The phrase kick against the goads or variations thereof is used in both Bacchae and the account of Paul's conversion, emphasizing the futility of resisting divine will. That means going up against the gods. All those gods, Zeus and Hercules and all of those, right? Those were the polytheistic beliefs of the Greeks. Many scholars believe Luke, the author of Acts, was intentionally alluding to Bacchae in his narrative, drawing parallels between the story of Paul's conversion and the events in Euripides' play. Both the Bacchae and the Acts account explore themes of persecution, divine intervention, and the transformative power of faith. Okay, some scholars even suggest that Paul's own experiences and writings might reflect a sense of being a Dionysus figure, a messenger of a powerful, transformative God, lower G.